met a cameraman who didn't care if he was criticized if he failed. Anything I could think up in my dreams, I attempted to photograph.
When you introduce yourself to people who don't know you, what do you say?
I just say, hey, my name's Jed. I'm a filmmaker, I'm a storyteller. Almost on par with that, I say I'm a father. That is front and center in my sort of self-awareness. I went to school for audio engineering and music production. When I finished school, I realized that I had spent an equal amount of time in the studio and many, many hours just writing stories. And I couldn't see any way of telling stories more powerful than filmmaking. Even as a little kid, I just couldn't tear myself away from the cinema. I loved it. I just started a journey of self-study. There was no internet to just jump on and learn. So I started shooting Super 8 film. And I didn't know it at the time that so many film directors, that's how they started. Sadly, I paused for quite a while because I was so lonely. I remember a specific night when I was wrestling with super existential questions. What am I doing? What is my path? Where am I going? What's the value of my life if I just could solve the loneliness thing? If I had someone to share it with.
I had a really nice time with you guys.
Literally 2 weeks later, I met my wife. And I was just so all in on building that family that I thought, I can't be a filmmaker because I need to provide. And I spent from the time I was 20 to 24 with the idea of being a filmmaker and a storyteller really on the back burner. And I finally was just like, I can't keep going because I've only just paused this dream. And when I was 25, I started that process of transitioning into being a filmmaker. I left the day job, moved to northern Indiana, wrote a script for a feature, and produced a feature film. That was my film school.
It's been 2 years, man. You should sell a house like you're going to.
I write better here.
What have you learned?
You're a good liar, Jude.
You don't stop questioning. How can I send you down a path I don't believe in?
Do you know why you're here?
We're characters in a story, Jude. We matter to the story.
I just barely knew enough to pull great artists together and really work with a team. And that was my first real experience of leading a team and the magic of what's possible with a great team. At that point, I had 3 kids, and I knew I had to provide for the family. What could I do to still use my skills and pay the bills, and somehow develop a small company? Desperation forced me to learn what I needed to learn. That's part of my story. That's part of what accelerated me. The thing that really was my why during that time, and still is my family. I just couldn't imagine bailing on what I had started to build, not just for my sake, but for their sake. I want them to see me push through and break through. I remember reading in the dictionary, Votery, and it was a person dedicated to a cause, such as a monk. And I'm like, that's the title, that's it. And if you look at the opening title cards for Soak Trees, it says Votary Films right in the beginning of it. You know, I feel really good about the early development that there's been with my boys and my little girl. I love my wife. I love the marriage and the relationship that we have. I love explaining to others and showing other couples that they can go after really big things and still be married and do it well as a team. But I'm starting to see my story more like, what will my story be even after I'm gone? And it comes from some deep excitement or appreciation for having even been granted a life. And I'm here and I can make an impact. I can do something with being me. And when we can choose our path and share love with others, that's success, period. Successful moments, or moments where I feel the success of Votery, when we are all laughing as a team, as we're finishing a project or as we're reviewing something, and we enjoy being together and we appreciate what we made. That feels really good. That feels like life to me. I know that when other storytellers have told me stories or shown me stories, movies or whatever, a message connects in a very different way. And so I feel this great responsibility to figure out what the right message is in each story. So in a way, to answer why am I a storyteller, I don't even know how to answer that. I just know that I want to be the best storyteller I possibly can be and to tell the most meaningful stories that I can possibly tell.